So they said for question A, 8 here, they said state the condition of the continuity for the function at the point x equals to c. So they ask us to write down our condition. So write down that three condition here. The first condition, function at that point. The point given here is x equals to c. So means fc, it must define. Define means we can find out the coordinates. So that will be our concept for condition number 1. So condition number 2, limit when x approaches the value of c of our function is as is. So these continuity conditions, you have to memorize it. So number 3, we have to make sure the point and the limit, they are same. So result from the limit approaches c of our function is must be same result to our point. So this is our conditions. Then question B, we continue to answer this question. They said the function is defined as this piecewise, then it is continuous. So definitely this function is continuous. We must make it continuous as x equals to 2 and x equals to 3. So we look at our function first. First of all, we can see we have a modulus here. So we have to define our modulus function into piecewise function so that we can select the correct functions according to their interval. So for modulus x minus 2, expressed in piecewise, the first piece is positive, let it greater than 0. The second piece is negative, we put in negative, and then the symbol will be less than 0. So we simplify it. The domain will be x greater equals to 2. So simplify here, the domain will be x less than 2. And then we draw out our interval so that we can look it clearly. When we have negative 5 until 2, then 2 until 3, then equal to 3. So negative 5 until 2, so this interval, our function is this. So this interval is less than 2. So we're going to pick negative x plus 2 as the situation to fulfill this modulus x minus 2. So our functions here will be negative x plus 2 over x squared plus 3x minus 10. And then 2 to 3, you can see this is function a. And then on the point x equals to 3, so on this point, it is ax plus b. So after we illustrate it, we can try to find out our answer. Find the limit for x approaches 2 from the left hand side. So limit x approaches 2 from the left hand side, our function here is supposed to select this negative x plus 2 over x squared plus 3x minus 10. And then we try to solve it. Can we substitute? It gets 0. So is it bottom here also 0? 4 plus 6, yes, this is 0 over 0 IDF. So in the situation of IDF, we simplify our function. So we factorize out the negative. The quadratic part we factorize. Then we can simplify our factor of x minus 2. We try to solve our limit again. So substitute our value of 2, it will become, so up here is, after we simplify, is equals to 1. So bottom here is 2 plus 5, it is 7. So the answer is negative 1 over 7. Then they say determine the constant of A and B. So determine the constant of A and B. So it said it continuous as x equals to 2. When it said it continuous for x equals to 2, definitely the limit left hand side will be equals to the limit for right hand side, so that the limit exists in condition 2. So we use this idea to find out what is our A. So our limit approaches 2 from the left hand side of the function must be equal to the limit for x approaches 2 from the right hand side of the function. So the function here is a. And our limit approaches 2 from the left hand side, we get it already in the first part here. So we just put it our result, which is negative 1 over 7. For right hand side, when you want to solve the limit for a constant, it will give us a constant a. So we managed to find out a is negative 1 over 7. Meanwhile, for part finding the constant b, they said they're continuous at x equals to 3. So continuous at x equals to 3. So we don't have any limit from the right hand side here, but we can find out the point must be equal to the limit. So from here, our limit approaches 3 from the left hand side, which is a, must be equals to the point f3, so that it is continuous. So here we will equal to a. So for the point f3 here, substitute your x equals to 3 here, it will be 3a plus b. So we simplify here. Once this a, when I move to left hand side, my b is equal to negative 2a. So my a, we already get it. We substitute our a value, which is negative 1 over 7. So finally, b is equal to 2 over 7. So at the beginning of the questions, they said state the condition. So each condition, you state it clearly, you'll get 1 marks. So this is definition. You cannot change the mathematical terms. So you must be memorize these 3 conditions exactly like this. So for part B, express our modulus in piecewise function is our basic. Then solve our limit approaches 2 from the left hand side to get the answer. So finally for part 2 here, to make it continuous. So this is our idea, making it left hand side equals to right hand side to find out the first constant a. So although for point 3 here we don't have right hand side, but we have to make sure it limits. When it limits near to the value of 3, it can be equals to the point. So it can be equals to the point f3 here. So this is our concept, and this is our answer.